name is Amy and welcome back to another video on my channel. Today we're trying another package of emergency food. For those of you who don't know what emergency food is, I guess you can call it an MRE or a meal ready to eat. So an MRE is something that you don't really have to cook. Sometimes you have to put water in it to heat it up, or you have to put it over a fire to heat it up. And usually when you think of an MRE, you think of military MRE, which is a package with a bunch of different food. Things like containers of pasta and meat sauce, for example, crackers and jam, little bars of chocolate, powdered drink mixes. Everything in a military MRE makes up one complete meal, or sometimes in military MREs, they'll put breakfast, lunch, and dinner in one MRE package. But anyways, emergency food is actually for survival in emergency situations. So if you're out in the woods somewhere hiking and you get lost, then you can eat this. Or if something happens and the power goes out at your house and you're wondering, what do I do? You can eat this. There are a bunch of different reasons why you would need emergency food. It's basically for an emergency situation. And the emergency food that I have today, it's from a company called Wise Company, and I actually ordered this online. It was a sample. It's creamy pasta and vegetable rotini. It's pasta with carrots, zucchini, and peas and a creamy chicken broth. So I'm not a big fan of zucchini. I will eat zucchini bread. I like that because if you get the right recipe, you can barely even taste the zucchini in the bread. But eating cooked zucchini is not one of my favorite things to do. But I might like this because it might be very, very small and you may not be able to taste it. If you ever get a package like this for any reason, whether it be as a sample or whatever other reason there may be, you just follow the directions on the back of the package to prepare it, which is what I'm going to do now. And I'm going to try it out for you and let you know what I think. Alrighty, so the directions on the back of the package say bring 1 cup of water to a boil, add contents of the package into boiling water and stir, turn off heat, cover and let stand for 12 to 15 minutes, stirring occasionally, uncover and let cool for 2 to 3 minutes. So I'm going to cook this on my stove, just in a regular pot. If you're in a survival or emergency situation, of course, you can use a camping stove if you have one, or if you've got access to a campfire, meaning you can make one. If you're out in the wilderness somewhere and you're stranded, then you can use a campfire to cook this. Otherwise, you can use a stove if you've got electricity and you're just at home on a regular day. You've got this as a sample or whatever you want to try it out. You can also use a tea kettle of some kind. I've got an electric tea kettle. Because it asks me to stir, I'm going to cook this on my stove. But you could use an electric tea kettle if you have one, or a regular tea kettle. Whatever you've got, you can use it. You just need boiling water. And like I said, you just follow the directions and you cook it up and then you eat it. Alrighty, now we're going to start preparing the emergency food. This is one of my favorite inventions that has ever been made. It is a liquid measuring cup. And if you're measuring anything like, for example, milk or oil or water, or there are a bunch of other liquids. But anyways, if you're measuring anything that is liquid, you have to use a liquid measuring cup. If you don't have one, of course you can use a regular measuring cup. But with a liquid measuring cup, you get a more accurate measurement. And the way I learned how to use the liquid measuring cup is that you want to fill this up while you're at eye level with the numbers on the measuring cup, so that way you'll get a more accurate measurement. So I don't know if you can see, but kind of bent down on my knees, and now the numbers in the measuring cup are more level with my eyes. Anyways, I've got this tap here that dispenses water, so I'm just going to add some water to the liquid measuring cup, and I'm going to bend down at eye level and check to make sure I've got a cup, because it says we need a cup of water. And when you're checking to make sure you've got a cup of water or whatever in your liquid measuring cup, you want to do this on a flat surface so that way you can evenly check. So it looks like I went a little bit over a cup, but it's okay. If you do that, that's fine. But you can also pour out a little bit of the water if you want to, and then you'll get to 1 cup. Alrighty, so I've got this pot set up here on my stove, and I'm just going to add my cup of water into the pot. I'm sure most of you know how to boil water. I'm just going to cover this pot. And then I'm going to turn my stove on. But just in case you have no idea how to boil water, you turn on your stove and you turn it all the way up to high on your stove. Or if it has a 10 or mine goes up to 9, then you can set it to 9. Whatever the highest number is, that is how high you turn up your stove. And this is an induction stove, so it doesn't take that long for the water to boil. But you just want to wait for your water to boil before adding in your pasta or whatever else you've got. Alrighty, so I just opened the package and I can't see any vegetables yet, but they might be in there somewhere. But I do see powder, which I'm sure is for the chicken flavored sauce, and my water appears to be boiling. And as you can see with my induction stove, it literally took no time at all. My water is boiling. So I'm going to add in my pasta. Now I see the vegetables, definitely. And I'm going to make sure I get all the sauce out. Or should I say sauce powder out. Now I've got a wooden spoon and I'm just going to stir this a little bit. And then I'm going to turn off the stove. Now we just cover and let stand for 12 to 15 minutes. I think I'm going to do it for 15 minutes just to be on the safe side. I'm going to set my kitchen timer on my microwave to 15 minutes. Alrighty, so my kitchen timer just went off and I'm assuming that this is ready. I mean, it looks very good and it looks done and whatever else. So I'm just going to put it into the bowl that I have over here and I'm going to do that off the camera so that way it's easier for me to use two hands because I cannot hold the camera with one hand and then ladle things into a bowl. Alrighty, so I've got this placed in my bowl and like I said, it looks amazing and it also smells really, really good as well. I mean, the presentation is not 100%, but I'm not looking for some A+ presentation over here. I don't see a lot of zucchini, which is a good sign, but I do see little things here and there that are green that I assume are zucchini. Anyways, I'm going to try this out for you right now and let you all know what I think. Alrighty guys, so I'm sitting back down and I've got my food right here. I'm just going to take a little bit and try it and tell you all what I think. This is kind of what it looks like close up. I'm trying not to drip on my laptop. I'm using that as a stand for my iPod. Anyways, let's try it and see if it's any good. That's actually not bad. I feel like the chicken sauce could have been more flavorful. There could have been more salt added or something. But other than that, it's not too bad. I don't think I would eat this again. But if I was in an emergency situation, I definitely could see myself eating this to survive. Definitely not bad. Like I said, the sauce could have been more flavorful, but that's just my opinion. Anyways, I'm gonna finish this off camera. I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you like and subscribe and all the good things. I'll see you next time for another video. Bye!